Oklahoma City woman receives a year in prison for use of a credit profile number, otherwise known as a CPN. The feds are making major sweeps on CPNs, and by 2024, all CPNs will be terminated. All right, so we're going to be reacting to this quick video right here. So I'm going to let it play, and then I'm going to give you my feedback.
On October 13, 2022, Chamblee police officers responded to a call at the Landmark Atlanta dealership regarding a suspicious individual attempting to pick up a car with fraudulent identification.
This is frauds. That's what you're being detained for.
Yeah. And you know something else crazy though?
What?
Somebody told me that like I was able to use my CPN.
You know? Really?
I swear on my mom. What I'm so like, I mean, what y'all want me to say? Like, they told me to get a car, and that's how I would be able to do it. So where y'all taking me? What's going on?
She's gonna talk to you at the PD.
All right, so just to recap what just happened. So this individual was at the car dealership, I guess somewhere in Atlanta. Car dealer alerted the authorities that this individual was trying to purchase a vehicle using a false identity. He actually volunteered the information and said, hey, look, somebody told me that I can use my CPN to try to get the car. And from the looks of it, I don't know all the details, but it looks like that individual, genuinely was just trying to use the information that they heard. And another thing people have to be aware is that a lot of these institutions are now starting to catch on people using fake identities. What happens now, I know with Experian, they do a cross-reference with the Social Security Administration. So they'll be able to tell whether or not that Social Security number was actually issued to that person, right? Despite people trying to build up these CPNs. And so I just wanted to share these examples because it seems like a lot of people are trying to get involved with CPNs. There's a lot of people online sharing ways on how to get CPNs, and overall you just want to stay away from them so you can avoid something like this happening to you. According to the IRS, a leader in the synthetic identity fraud ring sentenced to prison for bank fraud. United States Attorney Michael F. Easley Jr. stated that the defendant was the leader of an organized scheme to use stolen and synthetic identities to defraud numerous banks. As part of his scheme, the defendant roped in and used as many of his family members and clients who are now paying the price for their involvement. This case is a cautionary tale to the public. If someone offers you to use an alternate social security number, credit profile number, CPN, so that you can open lines of credit and obtain loans, they are inviting you to participate in a crime. Don't do it. It can land you in federal prison. The indictment further charged that various defendants, many who were family members, conspired to defraud Synchrony Bank by opening up credit accounts in the name of fraudulent identities, cashing out on the accounts with prepaid card purchases, and then defaulting on the credit accounts. The indictment also charged various defendants with similar frauds against other banks, including Capital One and Discover. Although the defendant pled guilty to one count, at sentencing, the defendant was held accountable under the advisory United States sentencing guidelines for intended losses and fraudulent gains of more than $3.4 million. He was also ordered to make restitution for identifiable losses totaling $412,000. The maximum punishment for bank fraud, a violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 1344, is not more than 30 years imprisonment. Here's another article directly from the United States Attorney's Office website. Oklahoma City woman receives a year in prison for use of a credit profile number, otherwise known as a CPN. According to charges filed, Cade used CPNs, also known as credit privacy numbers or credit protection numbers, instead of her own social security number when she applied for financing at retailers and financial institutions. CPNs are usually stolen social security numbers, often belonging to children, which are marketed to individuals with a poor credit history as a way to get a clean credit profile. By using CPNs instead of her own social security number on credit applications, Cade deceived retailers, credit card companies, banks, and a home leasing company into believing she had a better credit history than she actually earned. She purchased a vehicle, household furnishings, televisions, computers, and other goods, and leased the home, then made little to no payments on the credit accounts, which caused financial losses to the creditors. Here's another article. Norfolk woman sentenced to 10 years in prison for identity theft. The woman used a fraudulent identity to obtain an apartment lease, a Mercedes-Benz, furniture, and more, according to the Department of Justice. Here's another example. Credit union fraud scheme. Greenfield man charged with 87 counts. Now here's another recent case. Suspect arrested for trying to buy 2 Maserati cars with false information. Man provides fake social security number while trying to purchase Porsche, police say. According to the arrest report, the defendant filled out a credit application to determine whether he would qualify to purchase a Porsche. Authorities said the salesman then gave the application to the sales manager for verification and approval. The sales manager told authorities that he asked the suspect a series of questions, but his responses did not match answers in his credit history. While verifying the suspect's credit history, the sales manager discovered that the suspect had given a false social security number. According to the arrest report, the suspect confessed to using a social security number that wasn't his while attempting to purchase the Porsche. He was arrested on charges of grand theft, possession of a fraudulent identification, organized scheme to defraud, and providing a false statement of his identity or financial condition. I've been seeing a lot of information online, especially on YouTube, TikTok. It seems like, the fraud has been so normalized. People don't really understand the severity of it. Misrepresenting your social security number on a credit application is a federal offense, right? So one of the big arguments that a lot of people say is, well, rich people, celebrities use CPNs, right? And if CPNs are used by rich and famous people, then why do regular broke people have CPNs? That's the question. Why do low income people have CPNs? Who are they trying to protect their social security number from, right? That's one of the biggest fallacies. And so I just wanted to share this again because a lot of people fall susceptible to these different types of scams and schemes. And I would say it's even more pervasive because right now the economy is not doing so well. So people are looking for any and everything. And a lot of people feel justified in their mind, even though they know that this might border on the fringes of being illegal. Some people honestly just straight up don't care. But I wanted to share these examples with you just to let you know that, even up until recently, people are getting arrested. People are going to jail. People are getting fined for using CPNs, right? Just stay away from it, right? There's no reason for you to have to, cheat or come up with a scheme or some type of hack in order to get access to credit, right? I myself, I have access to millions of dollars worth of credit, and I was able to do that using my own name, using, my own information, right? And so you don't necessarily have to cheat to try to get ahead. And so I just wanted to share these examples with you guys. And overall, just stay away from it. Anyone trying to get you on a CPN, like the IRS article stated, it's pretty much an invitation for you to commit a crime and go to jail. So hope this video helps. Let me know your comments and questions right down below. And until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.